All right, everybody, so this is the second part to our two-part series on some equipment that SFE Group sent to us for a project we're doing here. Next to me, this is the Power Beveler PB30. This is a pneumatic beveler. So I'm going to take you guys through a couple of the components of this machine, and then we are going to go through the process of setting it up to cut our 14-inch scheduled tin stainless. So in the beginning, right here in the front, we have what's kind of the locking mechanism. This is going to slide inside of the pipe, expand and grab that pipe to hold it solid. And then this big piece on the back end, this is actually what's going to hold our cutting tool. And this is going to do the spinning and cutting while we feed the pipe into it and give us that nice bevel that we're looking for. Looking at this piece, it is just a little bit big for a 14-inch to slide over. So I'm going to take all this apart. We're going to swap this tool out, get the rest of it set up, and we'll do a couple cuts with it. So we swapped this piece out. Now we're going to put in our alignment blocks. Beforehand, I measured about 5 inches and 1/16, and I marked the line right there pretty much all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these alignment blocks, I'm going to slide them in here, pretty much just put them in the middle. There's some set screws on the side, and so I'm going to tighten it down. That way when we put the pipe in, it's going to make it nice and straight. So when we put our cutting tool on there, it's going to put a nice even bevel all the way around. So we've got our alignment blocks in. Now we're going to set up the proper size wedges to go in here. In the box, in the crate, when you rent this equipment, you get an assortment of these. So there is in the manual, and like I said, I always recommend reading the manual on these kinds of things. In the manual, it does tell you to take the ID, or the inner dimension of your pipe, divide it by 2, subtract 1 3/4 inches, and that'll give you that offset from the cylinder here on where your block should be. And then it also will help you calculate which wedges you need. So as you see, we got 12 to 14. 14 is my OD, so we're definitely below that in ID. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slap these on and throw some piping. Don't need to make everything super tight, just nice and snug. All right, so that's gonna fit perfectly. So we got everything pretty good, mostly lined up. We're gonna have to work it in just a little bit. But again, checking out that manual, it tells us that we need to have the back edge of this wedge be about 2 inches inside the lip. So we're gonna line that up and then we're gonna lock it in place with that back nut right here. So we've got it lined up, we're locked down. If you look here, I'm butted against my alignment blocks, right? That makes sure everything is nice and straight. So we're gonna back this out a little bit, put in our cutting tools, and we're gonna throw that bevel on there. All right, everybody, so we are done with this machine here. These bevels look amazing. This piece of equipment was fairly easy to use. There's a little bit of time with the setup, but that's with everything. Again, this is a great product from H&S Tool. We really appreciate our friends at SFE sending this equipment out, helping us get this project done. You know, you could take the time to do the bevels by hand and eyeball everything, but nothing beats a machined edge like this. These bevels look great. I'm gonna have a great time welding these pieces together. If you guys are interested in renting this kind of equipment, again, reach out to CK Supply, talk to Tim or Taylor at the Tech Center, and we'll get you set up. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting on the videos here. Stay tuned for more videos like this. We'll catch you next time.